You know, I don't think I've ever done one of these build overview video thingies. So since I'm on floor 550 at the moment in the Rift, I figured maybe now is a good chance to maybe do one. Um, so first and foremost, I want to show you what creatures that I use. I use Sectinic, Howl, Id, Miss Prickles, and Catastro at the moment. As you can see here, I have a lot of these affinities built up. So, yeah. And I'll show you how it works before I show you the gear.
All right.
So first of all, this is the challenges that I'm going to be dealing with. But even if it was all level 5s, I would still be fine. So basically, we're going to go ahead and go in here. We're going to go ahead and do the fight. So we're going to start off by doing Aestka, switching to our Ninja, using Utsumi, going back to Whitemage, using Chaos Bringer into my free abilities, and then we're gonna use Chronostasis a couple times on Ninja, switch back to Whitemage, so that we can Soul Burst the boss, get all of our mana back. Now we're just gonna go ham. Boom. One Chronostasis is all she wrote for that boss. Now, this probably isn't an optimized version of my build, but it's fairly optimized as far as I'm concerned.
Just getting warmed up.
Like, it works pretty well. It's actually a variant of a build that I saw from Ben the Soda Man. I think that was his name. Only his was using Ninja plus Duelist, whereas I'm using Whitemage and Ninja. Didn't realize Chaos Bringer could be so powerful, you know?
Time for a change. I am grateful.
I need to reapply Utsumi. I'll do that now.
Bloody hell.
Breathtaking.
This one's mine.
This is my favorite freaking victory or death animation as well. Yeah, die, die, die!
That's all of them.
Our journey continues.
But yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to edit that in Share Factory because of a couple of the pauses that I had to put in there. Didn't want to do that, but I wanted to do this all in one take, but I got interrupted. Yay! Well, whatever. That's an easy enough to fix it. Okay. Now to show you my affinities and my armor and stuff like that. So for starters, I'm using Mace and Shield just because that feels better. You can use Staff if you want, but you might have to shuffle some of these affinities around if you wanted to recreate this yourself. Assuming you wanted to use Whitemage. You can use pretty much any job as your buffer job. I just prefer Whitemage because, well, it's in my username, so of course. And of course I'm using the Seer variant, so that way I have access to Reincarnate, which gives me a re-raise effect, you know, when I revive. Well, it gives you a re-raise effect regardless, obviously, and it applies to Jack as well. I just like it. You can use Alabaster Lord as well if you want and still get the same result. In fact, it might even be better in some cases, but I don't know. I just like having the re-raise effect. So anyway, that's besides the point. So for starters, I'm using a Seraphim's Mace, and you kind of want to make sure that Barrage and Chaosbringer are enhanced as much as you can. And on your buffing job, in this case, my Whitemage, you definitely want buff duration and Lightbringer duration wherever you can get it, and Soul Burst MP recovery if you're using the Chaos build, the Chaosbringer variant. So if that's my Mace. Here's my shield. My headpiece. My body armor, which if you're using the Mage and Shield variant, if you want the same affinities that I have in the same in the same like values or whatever, you need a piece of equipment one way or the other. So either a staff and one piece everywhere else, or Mage and Shield and then a body piece like this that has 2 slots, or that uses 2 slots. So yeah, so there's what I'm working with there. And then here's my gloves. Here's, I don't use pants. And there's my boots. Now, for my accessory, I'm using the Lionheart, and I have Ramu, Bahamut, Phoenix, and Odin's special abilities on all of those. They're perpetual blessings. Odin, because with physical damage, you build up a debuff that makes them weak to everything. Phoenix, so that I can use potions, or so I don't use potions to revive my allies anymore. And I get a re-raise effect if I do enough damage. Bahamut is not the greatest for the Chaosbringer build. That's more for a Lightbringer build, where you can, you know, pump up your stats, but I didn't bother changing this for the Chaosbringer variant, but you can if you want to. And then, of course, Ramu is for MP recovery from basic hits, which is almost irrelevant with this build, but also to build up the paralysis debuff through critical damage. Or no, through combo damage. Something like that. And then we move on to my ninja, which you want as much agility as you can get. Now, the reason that I have status ailment resistance on my ninja is so that I can get rid of the paladin affinities that I had for ninja, which allowed me to supplement that with dragoon affinities. So as you'll see here. We're doing break damage, so that's what we want all over the place. Ideally, you would want your ninja to have full Fenrir gear, but mine has a couple of Ramu pieces because it was a holdover from my original main, and I just haven't had any luck getting more Fenrir gear. I've got Shiva at least too, yeah. Pretty much you just want to pump up as much agility as you can possibly manage, is what it boils down to. And then for this, I also have a Lionheart, but this one has different affinities. This one has Alexander, Odin, Carbuncle, and Shiva. What Carbuncles does is it allows you to use whatever on parry that you would be able to use anywhere else, as well as when you do parry, you get more MP back. Which that doesn't sound like it should work, but it does because of the samurai affinities that we have on my ninja. Because they have combo bonuses on... Well, I'll explain what a combo bonus is here in just a moment. But that's for players who hasn't played the game, obviously. And there you go. That's what Ramu's does on the bottom there. Combo abilities build up the paralysis debuff. So that... It may not be optimized or whatever, but this is just what I've been rocking with. Anyway, so the Alexander affinity makes it to where anytime you parry, you debuff the enemy with strength, dexterity, agility, whatever, all the stat downs in one shot. Odin's, of course, again, because that way you're making him weak to everything, and Shiva, critical damage causes the slow debuff. And weak critical hit pretty much constantly with this build. So it's to me, it's just how things panned out, you know. And I don't know. You can probably not have to deal with all of the perpetual blessings if you want, but I like it, so that's what I'm using. Now, this is what a combo bonus is. You see how over my first chronostasis there, the square to R2, or basic attack to R2, I should say, because I have my controls slightly tweaked. You see how it says Fierce Dagger up top there? That means that's a combo bonus. Just like this one is a combo bonus. This one does not have a combo bonus. So that means it's not going to benefit from the Samurai affinity. But these two will. That's why you see me just square R2. That's how I go straight into chronostasis with, you know. Now, sometimes I get this one, unfortunately. Because, like, no matter, like, if I barely tap my square, sometimes it counts as a hold. I don't know why. And then I get Swelling Flames, which doesn't have a combo bonus. But it doesn't matter because I just have so much MP recovery and all this other stuff in other areas anyway that, you know, it really doesn't matter. And plus, with the Chaos Bringer build, with Chaos Bringer active, you don't use MP to do things anyway. So it really just doesn't really matter. For abilities, I'm using Barrage, Invisible, Lunatic, and Chaos Bringer. And that's pretty much it. It works. It really does. It's pretty strong. Now, I'm gonna go to the world map for a second, because I'm gonna show you that it works even in Maximum Dragon Trials. As you can see here, Maximum Dragon Trials. And we'll go into this mission here. Better Hastka, Utsutsemi.
Die here, and I
There we go.
live forever. This cycle of prison of my own.
There's the paralysis debuff. And there you go. Bonk. Good. Don't fail us.
Don't fail us.
And that, to me, is one of the hardest fights in the game. Now, if you want a better example, God, I don't know how long this is going to be, but I'll edit out what I think is redundant, but whatever. All right. So we'll do, let's see, Exalted Chaos, I think. Is this the one I think it is? This one might be the one against all of the fiends at once. Just doing a little post commentary here. This is actually after the video that I made. I just figured I'd tack this on because, well, let's just say I didn't exactly have the best of luck in this fight. So I just wanted to get a clean run, is all I really wanted, just to show you how the build kind of works and how it can work even in trouble. It's just, I forgot how hard this fight actually can be, so, yeah. But yeah, this is the cleanest run I could get. And as I was saying in the video portion, if you wanted to get your MP up before you go in here, because it's one with a save point outside the door, you can chain cancel to get your MP up, but I was just showing that you don't necessarily need to do that. The only thing that that'll do is increase your initial Chaos Bringer duration, but that really doesn't matter too much. I mean, it kind of can matter, but it doesn't really matter. Just, yeah. So I'm just going to let the rest of the video speak for itself. Oh, there is one thing I forgot to mention about the ninja part. I'm using Inton Ninjutsu, the Shadow Master, because that way, whenever you inflict a status effect, you get a certain number of ninja tools back, so that essentially allows me to use Utsutsemi infinitely. Semi-infinitely. Ow! Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm going to let the rest of the video speak for itself, and thank you so much for watching, y'all. Have a good day.
This is the one. It is. This sucks. Time for a change. Can't take much more.
Now's your chance!
Kill them all! This one's got some teeth.
Just getting warmed up.
Getting desperate. Screw that. Careful, Ash. struggling already. Here. I'm ready.
Oh, embarrassing.
Shut up! This is the one.